So today, Guy, we are covering a story from Bradford about a masked man who blasted organised crime rivals with a pump-action shotgun in a shocking daylight revenge attack has been jailed for 16 and a half years. Nathan Scott of Farm Hill Road, Idle, Bradford, shot a man in the back at close range before shooting another man as he sat in a car on Farleton Drive in Fagley, Bradford, on the afternoon of July 7 last year. Seconds later, as locals, including children, looked on from neighbouring gardens, Scott shouted threats including, "I'll blow your head off and put you in a box," before escaping on a stolen motorbike driven by Tommy Lupton. Lupton of Flowith Drive, Fagley, Bradford, was locked up for 8 years and 3 months for his part in the incident. Sentencing Scott, 32, and Lupton, 21, at Bradford Crown Court, His Honour. Judge Jonathan Rose said the incident had been a planned revenge expedition to shoot the two men, and that it had been calculated and callous. The court heard that the shooting, which was caught on camera, was the culmination of a feud between Scott and the other men who were part of rival organised crime groups. It arose out of a theft of cannabis, with Scott deciding to have it out with his rivals. That led to insults, threats and fighting, that in turn escalated into Scott's decision to shoot the man in the car, who was the main target, and the other man. Mobile phone and CCTV footage played in court showed Lupton scouting the housing estate for the two men and then collecting Scott on the motorbike and driving him, as Scott clutches the shotgun, to the scene. Scott, dressed in dark clothes and a balaclava, is then seen emerging from a ginnel onto Farleton Drive and opening fire with the shotgun. After blasting the first man, who falls to the ground, he then fires into the car and hits the second man in the shoulder. Members of the public can then be heard calling 9999 and asking for an ambulance as the first man lies injured in the road. The second man can be seen wandering around in a daze. After fleeing the scene with Lupton, Scott changed clothes and arranged for his brother to bring a petrol can in order to burn what he had been wearing. Following the shooting, both men then left the area to evade arrest. Scott went to the Lake District where, after a few days camping with friends, he was arrested back in Bradford. Lupton went to Morecambe on the night of the shooting. He was arrested at his aunt and uncle's home on July 12th. The stolen motorbike was dumped in a canal and later recovered after being found by a magnet fisherman. Despite 31 different searches of properties, land, waterways and vehicles, the shotgun has not been recovered. The court heard that the first man was rushed to Leeds General Infirmary, where he suffered multiple organ failure, went into cardiac arrest and was resuscitated. He underwent emergency open chest surgery and remains on a mechanical ventilator to help him breathe. He cannot walk or talk, and his life remains very much at risk. In a lengthy statement read to the court, his wife wrote how her world had come crashing down, and that her husband may yet succumb to his wounds. The second man's injuries were not life-threatening, and shotgun pellets were removed from his shoulder blade under local anaesthetic. That's all for today's video, folks. If you found this story as riveting as we did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more gripping tales of crime and justice. Until next time, stay safe and stay vigilant.